I'm so glad I'm a part of the family of God. You remember that song? It's a song we used to sing in church. We don't sing it very much anymore. We have all these new Hillsong and Jesus Culture songs and Bethel songs and all of that songs. But that was a song, I'm so glad I'm a part of the family of God. And it would go on from there. I won't sing the whole song. Look it up, okay? And it applies to what we're talking about today, okay? And we're concluding chapter 12 of the book of Matthew, starting in verse 46, and we're going to go all the way to verse 50, all right? Which is the last verse of this chapter. How about that? So, let me read here. While Jesus was still talking with the crowd, he was talking about the demon-possessed stuff that we talked about last episode. His mother and brothers stood outside wanting to speak to him. We get the impression from the other Gospels that they had come because, well, he was like too busy in ministry to eat and so forth, and they were like, he's gone nuts, okay? And so they were coming to rescue him. So that's all while they stood outside waiting. So let's see what happens here. Someone told him, your mother and brothers are standing outside wanting to speak to you. Okay, you can go, our episodes we did on the book of Mark, same passage here, basically. Verse 48, he replied to him, who is my mother and who are my brothers? Pointing to his disciples, he said, here are my mother and my brothers. For whoever does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and sister and mother. Okay. Several things here. A lot of false teaching is through the church in the past and the church today. One thing is the role that Jesus' mother, Mary, played. It plays now in the church for some reason, okay? That we have to pray to Mary and that she intercedes for us. No place in the New Testament do you get that. In fact, she comes here in this passage and Jesus says, no, I'm not going with you. And he says, who's my mother and brothers and sisters? He was not going with them. He wasn't in alliance with them, okay? So when his mother asked, wanted to ask something of him, here he says, no. So, and he says, the people that my disciples here and the people I'm teaching, they're my family, okay? So, and then also the other thing, false teaching that happens out of all this is that that Mary was a perpetual virgin and Jesus had no brothers and sisters. And anyone who reads the New Testament knows that's not possible because brothers and sisters are mentioned several times throughout the New Testament about Jesus. Okay, so those are some false teachings you should just get rid of here. Okay. But the big thing is we're called to be part of the family of God. And you're going to find as you get to know other Christians, you interact with them, you're really going to have a closer bond with those people than you do your family. Unless your family is a Christian too and worships the same way you do. Then that even draws you closer. But you're going to find the people that you interact with, you have the same mindset, the same worldview, all that because you're following Christ, you're following Jesus. They're your brothers and sisters in Christ. So anyway, that's your family when it comes down to it. All right, hopefully that makes sense to you, what we're talking about today. Thanks for watching. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you as we continue on. We're going to jump into chapter 13 tomorrow. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.